Dear friends, in fact, I would have been very glad to meet you in person because I like my classes more interactive. Unfortunately, this coronavirus has separated us. Never mind. We accepted that also. And let's carry on at the moment because this is a very crucial moment that you good students who have come across in order to learn something more or something better, to perfect yourselves to appear for any competitive examinations. I would like to begin with a quote. Intelligence plus character hyphen, that is the goal of true education. I repeat, intelligence plus character hyphen, that is the goal of true education. It is said by Martin Luther King, a great revolutionary, I would say, plus a great thinker. Now, from these words of Martin Luther King, we are able to understand to achieve the goal of true and full education through whatever may be the stream of study you might have undergone or you are undergoing, we must have the intelligentsia in perfect communication. So I would like to deal upon perfect communication, which plays a vital role to have a sound knowledge in whatever may be the field you are entering into. So to have the perfect communication, you need to pay more attention to vocabulary building, or we even say verbal ability, a very good verbal ability. One should have, in fact, we who are dealing with English communication, we always instruct our students like you, to have a very good knowledge, even a perfect knowledge in gathering, so to say, or absorbing, so to say, synonyms and their antonyms. Now, how to gather or absorb these synonyms and antonyms? Definitely you know, but all the same, I would like to bring this particular point to you, my dear children. See, nowadays, most of the students do not read newspaper. We are fully involved or immersed in handling the mobiles. And I do not know how much attention we give in order to absorb or imbibe these verbal ability matter. That is to learn more synonyms. Why I am saying this? Good number of students, when they are writing exams for that matter, when we correct the answer paper, we find a lot of spelling errors. When we ask a particular student, why have you made such a spelling error for a simple word like this? You know what the student has answered me? Because I have been sending SMS, sir, and I learned only that particular spelling, and that is remaining in my mind, that is lingering in my mind, and the same spelling comes into my paper. I think you are able to understand. See, you send the SMS, I don't mind, but that is totally different from your way of living, and this is for facing your competitive examinations. Here you need to have perfect spellings of the words. So when you are learning a particular vocabulary or a synonym, you need to have a perfect spelling of that particular word. Again, I would like to bring the point of American language, because most of the students nowadays are using American language, kindly avoid, because in your competitive examinations, for example, IAS, essay writing, your words should be British language. The words should be of a British language. So your spellings should be perfect in the British language, not with the American words. So you have to be extra careful in this regard. I will come to that point little later. Now, once again, I just carry on with the communication here. What's the meaning of communication? Definitely, you will be having a lot of meanings with regard to this. Communication is sharing one's idea, maybe orally, or maybe with a sign language, or giving signal. Even winking an eye is a communication. You know very well. I'm not asking you to wink eye at anybody at the moment, okay? But even that is a sign language, and that's a part of communication. But I come to the point of communication, improving your communication is by reading as much as possible. Once you are sound in this particular area of reading, you must have that reading habit, reading newspaper. I come to the point of, I'm not advertising for any newspaper. Please do not misunderstand me. Though I have some friends in that particular newspaper and all that, especially I personally suggest Hindu newspaper. When you, please do not read the first pages. I don't advise you to read the first pages. Instead, the middle page would be called the editorials. It's a very, very important. The editorials, especially those of you who are going for competitive examinations, read the editorials. It's articles written by very good or eminent writers. When you are reading, please read them very, very attentively. In fact, I would suggest keep a scribbling pad near you. So while you are reading, definitely you will come across good number of new words. You will come across new phrases. You will come across idioms which you may not know. You may not know the meaning of those phrases. You may not know the meaning of those words. You may not know the meaning of those idioms. Please note those words, note those phrases, note those idioms. And when you get an opportunity, once you finish reading a particular paragraph, maybe, please go to the dictionary. Have the habit of going through the dictionary and go for the meaning of all this. Once you go for the meaning of all this, our mind keep registering. Definitely our mind is, because this is the computer. God did not create a computer. All of you know, all of us know. God did not create the computer. It is the computer which is within us. That only has created the computer. So that means all the things are loaded here. Everything is getting registered here. So the way we concentrate and read, the way we give full attention to our reading and observe each word, and automatically that word will be absorbed by our computer which is within us. That's what I'm driving at. So once you have absorbed those words, definitely it will not be erased at all. Mind it, once you're absorbing a particular word, please see the spelling. Again and again I am saying, because a particular professor who had been correcting the papers of IAS essay, he shared with us once that a good number of students are losing mark because of the misspelled words. So that's why I'm again and again driving at correct spelling. So kindly remember. Now, again, coming to the point of, again, communication. See, form correct sentences. If you have started a paragraph in present tense, continue. So if I enter into tenses, definitely you all know how many steps of tenses we have. All the same, I'm just saying again, just refresh. Present tense, past tense, future tense. Present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense. Present perfect tense, past perfect tense, future perfect tense. Present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense. So like this 12 steps we have. So when we ask someone, give me a sentence in simple present tense, usually our Tamil children, usually our Tamil children, the moment I ask, give me a sentence in simple present tense, kindly mind my question. Simple present tense. Usually, my Tamil children or our Tamil children answer me immediately, I am coming, I am going, I am sitting. That ing form. I do not know how it has gone into the mind of most of our Tamil children. I just can't understand. I'm not saying anything about the other state children, but I'm just talking of my children here. Okay, the ing form, the word we call the gerund form. When I ask the simple present tense, just say straight away, I come, I sit, I study, I go, I complete the homework, just like this. This is what we want. Okay, don't use for each and everything ing form. Doesn't sound nice at all. The beauty of the language is taken away. We have a person here by name Mr. Gomadinathan in Chennai, who is an English researcher. He is related to Oxford University. When he came and gave us a kind of a workshop for the English professors and teachers and all that, he shared these points with us. Most of the students do not use a simple form of forming a sentence. Straight away they go into the ing form or anything of that sort. And again, another thing, there is a forgotten tense. This is some IT people themselves have shared with me, especially the senior HRs of some companies like Infosys, TCS and all that. They have shared with me that perfect tense. Good number of students today do not use perfect tense, whether it be a present perfect tense or a past perfect tense or a future perfect tense. Most of them do not use it. And so they call it forgotten tense. I don't know why. Okay. See, when students are moving towards this canteen, I used to hear a student asking, hey, where going? Just like that. See, when you keep talking like this, when you keep communicating like this, when you are writing also, the same style will be coming. Instead, you can ask straight away, where are you going? That's one way. Now coming into present tense, okay? Where have you been going or where have you been? Just like that, have. Now use that word have, has, had. Such a sort of verbs try to use, plus the past participle of the verb. Okay. Did you have your lunch? Yes, I have eaten my lunch. Just like this, you please try to use perfect tense. See, the word perfect in Tamil language, we have a beautiful word. Sorry if I am using just only this single Tamil word. Perfect in Tamil means muzhumai. Muzhumai. I think you are getting. Okay. See, a language has to have that perfection and the muzhumai. Okay. So for that sake only I am asking. Try to use perfect language, perfect tense as much as possible in the formation of sentences in your writing. So kindly remember that. Now, once again, I'm coming back, the reading habit. So preferably I said the editorial page. Okay, kindly remember that. Now, coming to, I'm giving you some guidelines regarding comprehension writing. Comprehension writing. That is, once you have a good reading habit, once you have a very good reading habit, you will certainly have a reasonable speed of reading comprehension passage. Because most of the students are keeping on telling us that they are in shorter time. when they are appearing for the IAS examinations and all that, English paper, they come and tell us they have very short of time, unable to read the full passage and things like that. For that only I am saying, from now onwards, try to spend not less than half an hour to 1 hour reading habit. You must read. Just keep reading. As I already told you in the beginning, while you are reading, you will come across the words which you do not know, the phrases which you do not know, the idioms that you do not know. Note down. Please note down. Go through the dictionary. Try to understand. Register it in your mind. And that will, the same thing will help you, because almost all the questions, the essay questions, are taken from these editorials based. That's why I'm giving you this guidelines of read the editorials in Hindu newspaper. This is very, very important, because all that political based or environmental based, things of that sort. So once you go through this, definitely you will be successful in essay writing. So I'll come to essay writing little later. Comprehension now, because many are telling me comprehension passages are lengthy and we are unable to. So once you have the reading habit, you will definitely have a reasonable speed of reading comprehension passage in any competitive exams. Kindly remember. So while you are reading, observe, especially the key words you must observe. And once you have observed the key words, absorb. I think you understand the two words there. Observe. O-B-S-E-R-V-E. Observe. Absorb. A-B-S-O-R-B. Fully taking it inside. Taking it inside. Imbibing. So that's what I meant. So while you are reading attentively, you are observing a particular statement, and there you will come across the key words, the key statements you will come across, and you will absorb automatically. So once you have absorbed, when you go through the questions which are there, followed by the passage, easily it will strike you. You will not find any difficulty at all. Easily it will strike you. Oh, for this question, that is the line. Because you have read it attentively. That's why I said read attentively, concentrating on the passage. For that, you need to practice from now. You cannot wait till the exam comes. You have to start practicing from today. From tonight, you have to start practicing. Then only you are able to, approach the examinations in an easy manner. This is one point. Then, second point is you will have the ability to extract the correct answer and the lines from the passage with the proper understanding of the question as fast as possible. You will have the ability because you have the practice of reading. So once you have the practice of reading, you will definitely cultivate that ability, that habit of extracting the exact answer and or the lines from the particular passage with the proper understanding of the question just as fast as possible. Absolutely no issue there. Then sharp thinking here is very, very important. So sharp thinking, sharp understanding would help to find sharp and appropriate answer. I repeat, sharp thinking, sharp understanding would help to find sharp and appropriate answer for the comprehension passage. Now, while forming the sentence, again and again I am saying, my dear friends, full grammatical sentence with correct spellings and correct tense. It's important. Kindly remember, when you are writing, you are a student, please write Y-O-U, A-R-E, R. Kindly do not write only the letter U. This is the mistake a good number of the students doing it in their writing examinations. That's why I'm insisting again and again. I have received information from various people. So kindly remember, even now, in fact, to tell you very frankly, my dear friends, whenever I am writing, if you check my mobile, if I meet you personally, of course, if you check my mobile, all my SMS will not be short words, will not be short. I usually write full words because I don't want to forget my spellings, which are in me here. Because once you keep on writing A, instead of writing A-R-E, only the letter R, by chance it may just go into my system in that manner, and when I'm writing something, the same thing will come. So I don't want anyone to blame me. So only for that sake, I always write full. In fact, a good number of, HRs of various companies used to appreciate me for that. They used to appreciate me for that. You are always writing full word. We really appreciate you. You are taking pain in doing this. When I send an email or when I send an SMS through mobile or through WhatsApp, whatever may be, I always write a full word because I don't want to forget the spelling. So kindly remember this again and again. Now we'll concentrate. Okay. Now writing for essay. For appearing for UPSC exams, essay writing, a good essay requires, a very good essay requires right approach. And for this, writing a very good essay, frequent practice is needed. My dear students, please remember, frequent practice is needed. Practice is the key for an excellent essay. Please remember, practice is the key for an excellent essay. Now, regarding this essay writing, or whatever may be the writings you may be doing, there is a great novelist, Stephen King, said, I write to find out what I think. I write to find out what I think. Okay, so you are writing to find out what you are thinking. So when you are writing an essay, you see the particular, the title or the question given to you, and you are thinking what you are going to write. So what you think only will come onto the paper. So once you are writing, you are thinking, and the writing will go hand in hand. It will be a perfect essay.
Sir.
Friends, I continue. I begin with another quote. R.W. Emerson says, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. I repeat, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. I think you are able to understand this particular saying of R.W. Emerson, one of the great writers of England. And this, what I would like to say is, use the potentials you have perfectly. Each one of you has excellent potentials. That means the power of doing. Just now we heard the officer, the police officer, who spoke excellent words, which should have motivated you. And now coming back to our communication, this is what I would like to tell you, because good number of students keep telling me that they find it difficult with the English. English is nothing. After all, it's a language. So kindly remember, once again, I'm going back to communication, and then I'll come back to essay writing for IAS students. Communication skills are the abilities you use when giving and receiving information. I repeat, communication skills are the abilities you use when giving and receiving information, new ideas, feelings, as sir was mentioning, emotion, even an updated on your project, some project, even that's a part of communication. Now, when you have to communicate, there are 4 areas we have to see to. That is listening, speaking, observing. I had been using this word again and again earlier. Observe, I said, observing. And the 4th one is empathizing. Sir was in fact mentioning empathy. So here also again the same thing, empathizing. Now, when we come into these 4 discussions here, the active listening is very important. Active listening. Nowadays, students, some or other, to sit on the bench and to listen to a professor or listen to a teacher is something very, very difficult. Yes, you look at us, some or other, you look at us, and we think that you are listening, but I do not know whether it is really an active listening. Active listening means what? Paying close attention. I'm telling again, active listening is paying close attention to a person speaking to you. For example, now I'm sure you are all listening to me as you had listened to sir earlier. And when you are listening actively to a person who is really talking to you, you respect that person. When you are not listening, you are yawning or looking here and there, when your face is turning here, turning there, that, it shows that you don't respect. It's a kind of an insult to the person who is talking to you. So kindly remember that active listening involves that. So avoid distractions, avoid distractions and using cell phones or laptops, etc., etc. Okay. Some people, the physically present, but mind is roaming somewhere else. I don't know. The boys for how shall I meet the girlfriend, and the girls, how shall I meet the boyfriend, and things like that, a lot of things. The youngsters, I fully understand. I also passed through the same age. So definitely I understand you. Then this, communication is friendliness is the next part. Friendliness, that is honesty and kindness towards the person who is talking to you, and the person who will be talking to you, he also will be honest towards his subject, whatever maybe he is sharing with you. That is, here, foster that trust and understanding here. That is the friendliness I am talking about. I am sharing here. Foster trust and understanding. Working with others, usually in the companies, working with the others, interact with the others with a positive attitude. It's very, very important. So we are all discussing these days from yesterday, we are discussing about the aptitude. I fully agree. Aptitude is related to what we call the intelligence. Attitude is our own character, molding of our own character, our way of dealing with the others. As I said, friendliness, listening, active listening to a person who is talking to you. The positive approach, positive attitude, positive approach. Keep an open mind. No, keeping an open mind. It's the way you ask a question, for example, should not be negatively criticizing. So here I just touch upon your essay writing, for example, in your IAS. It's very, very important, my dear children. Kindly note, please do not write the essay with the negatively criticizing points. It's very, very important. Your approach should be positive. Okay, then coming to communication again, your small gestures such as smiling, praising a person, patting a person. Of course, nowadays we are not allowed to touch a person or shake hand with a person because of this blessed corona virus. Okay, never mind. But to appreciate a person, the smile is very important. Very difficult to get a smile from a student sometimes. Very difficult. In the classrooms we have experienced, some students feel that as if the whole world is on their head or on their shoulder. To make them really smile is something very, very difficult. Smiling, you know, this again a part of communication. So when you go into a company or when you really come into a civil service, you know, to meet people, so there the smile attracts the people. That's again very, very important. Kindly remember. Then confidence. Next point is the confidence. That is making a positive eye contact when you are addressing someone. Kindly remember, making a positive eye contact when you are addressing someone, and sitting up straight while you are listening or while you are talking to somebody. Sitting up straight. That's important. Don't lean too much towards or just keeping the hand on your chin and under your chin, etc., etc. This will show a sign of uninterestedness. So kindly remember. Next, giving and receiving feedback. That is, accept critical feedback and provide constructive input to others. I repeat the point. Accept critical feedback, because you will come across when you will be in a particular position. Okay, so you will come across this situation. So accept critical feedback and provide constructive input to others. Then next point, volume and clarity. When you are speaking to the public or speaking to the people who will be coming and sitting in front of you, clear, and it should be audible. I hope I am speaking to you now. I hope I am clear and I am audible. Okay, I suppose it's understandable. The next most important point, which is Sarah has already mentioned, empathy. That is, feelings of others to be respected. That means putting your legs into the shoes of other person. Especially nowadays, it's very, very important. The human nature should be exhibited. When you see a suffering person, if possible to show a sign of their kindness, their gentleness, a smile, their vibration, the vibration of the smile should vibrate the other person who is really sad. That is empathy. Understand and share emotion. Understand and share emotion. Anger and frustration can be subdued by showing empathy. Sir has already mentioned at length, anger is a cause of all the destruction. Anger is the cause of all the destruction. Please avoid when you really want to achieve something in your life. Next, understanding non-verbal cues. That is, body language is again important. Your facial expressions, your eye contact, etc., etc. Your eye contact, facial expression are very, very important in communication. Then responsiveness. The next point is responsiveness. That is, returning a phone call, for example. When a phone call comes, be courteous in attending a call, and please answer politely. That's really very, very important. Sending a reply to an email should be more effective words should be there. More effective words should be there. It should not be insulting words, should be encouraging words. What you want to really achieve, you can mention, but then please don't insult. That's again very important through email or through phone calls. So all this can be practiced with the experience. So once again, I'm going back to your essay writing. Essay writing. Kindly remember your essay writing. Please start practicing from now onwards. Those who are appearing for any competitive examinations, especially IAS. Start writing as many essays as possible. Just to keep writing. At least 15 pages you have to write. 15 pages you have to write. So when you are writing, each paragraph should be really containing the real value of the words according to the question. Should be relevant words should be there. Not just, in Tamil, as people used to say, not vada vada kola kola. I think you understand what do I mean. No, should be crispy, but simple sentences. Most of the professors tell us that students are trying to use too many flowery words. Not necessary. You need not use too many bombastic words when you are writing an essay. You may use one or two words in between just to make it little more rich in your language. But avoid using too many flowery words or too many bombastic words. Your sentences should be as simple as possible. Now, once again, I'm coming to the point of grammar. Many are using articles wrongly. Many are using prepositions wrongly in the sentences. So the proper use of articles a and the. So proper use of articles in the proper places in a sentence is very, very important. Should I go into that? I'm not sure now. Okay, all the same, especially use of article and I would like to touch upon. Article and. The vowels A, E, I, O, U. Each vowel has got a sound. Kindly remember this. You have to use article and before a vowel sound. To tell you very frankly, my dear friends, when I was studying, I am a student of a government school, a Tamil medium school student I am. When my English teacher, I don't blame my English teacher, don't misunderstand me, I adore my English teacher, okay? When my English teacher taught me, when we were studying in the school level, that is in the middle school and all that, when she was teaching us articles, this is what she told us. Wherever whenever you find a word starting with a vowel, A or E or I or O or U, any one of these vowel, any word starting with any one of these vowel, straight away you put an. This is how we were taught. Later only, when I was learning deeper into English language, then only I understood, no, it was wrong. The article an should be used before a vowel sound. This is very, very important. So vowel A, for example, has got two vowel sounds. The vowel A has got two vowel sounds. Okay, that is A and A. A and A. For example, we say an apple. Don't say apple. It's apple. An apple. Okay, and an aeroplane. An aeroplane, not aeroplane. Okay, an aeroplane. Okay, so kindly remember that. So vowel A has got two sounds. One sound is A, another sound is A. Then vowel E has got two sounds. Vowel E has got two sounds. That is, one sound is A. It comes deep from the throat. If you are able to see me, it comes deep from the throat, not from the mouth. Not from the mouth. It comes deep from the throat. So when I have to pronounce the word E-G-G, I am supposed to pronounce an egg, egg, egg. This should be the thing. The same manner, every, okay, every student, okay, A. It comes deep from the throat. One more sound for the vowel E is E. Okay, an eagle. Okay, an eagle. So we always call it, for example, elephant. It's elephant, not elephant. Many use it, many mispronounce it in this manner, elephant. It's wrong. An elephant. An elephant. So that's why I said that the vowel sound comes deep from the throat. Kindly remember that. An elephant. Every student. Okay. Each and every student. So A. It comes deep from the throat. Again and again I'm saying. The same manner. So A, E, I. I again has got two sounds. One sound is I itself. I. An ice cream. An island. Okay. Next sound is E. An institution. Okay. An international event. Okay. An international event. Just like that. So that's got two sounds I said. I and E. I suppose it's clear. Next, so A, E, I, over. Now, O. This again, please remember, we the Tamils and the Keralites have a little difficulty. For us, for example, O, we don't pronounce it. Says O is not a, if you see my mouth, if you are able to see my mouth, it is not a O. It is not a full circle O. It is a little bit of a, sorry to use a Tamil word, konavai. Okay, bit of a konavai. That is O. So you listen to BBC News. No, no, they will say. They will not say no, no. It's wrong. No, no, it's wrong. It's no, no. N-O, that O is pronounced with a little, the lip, the lower lip pulls towards the left a little bit. Okay, pulls towards the left. So no, this is how it comes. So no. So an orange, not orange. We, the Tamils, we say orange, which is wrong. And the Keralites will say orange. They're going to still different style altogether. For example, office, office, not office, not office. Again, so I suppose you understand the difference here. I suppose you understand that. Auto, A-U-T-O, though there is no O there, but it has got the vowel sound O. Kindly remember, it's not auto. In Tamil, we write A, it, to, auto. So that in Tamil, we can pronounce it that way, I don't mind. But when you are really pronouncing it in English, kindly remember that correct pronunciation should be there. And auto, O, with a slanting towards the left. So A-E-I-O is clear. Now U is not a vowel sound. The vowel sound for the vowel U is A. Kindly remember, the vowel sound for vowel U is A, not U. So that's why it is an umbrella. But when we talk of university, most of the time this question comes for the 11th standard, 12th standard students in the examination. Dash university is in so and so place. And they will give in the bracket A or the or an. And students who do not know, they will straight away write an university because there is a vowel U is there, which is wrong. Because the vowel U is not a vowel sound. It's supposed to be a university. So if it is a particular university, if you are talking about, then you can use the definite article the. Otherwise, you have to use the indefinite article a university only and not an university. Please remember, it is a university, or if it is a particular, if you are particularizing a particular university, then you can use the definite article the. So the university. Because why I am insisting all these, because in your writing essay, such errors are coming. Wrong use of articles are there. So because of that, grammatical mistake, you lose mark. And I don't want to use the word fail and things like that. I want each one of you to be successful in your life. That I'll come towards the end. So I suppose it is clear now. Use of articles. Article A, you know. Article A, you know. It's any singular object, you have to use article A. A pen, a pencil, a bottle, a pen, and this a boy, a girl, a man, a woman, just like that. Okay, article and only is the problem. Please remember, a word starting with the vowel sound, then please use article and if it is a singular word. If it is a singular word. I hope it is clear to you. When we come to article the, we call it a definite article. So anything which is a definite, anything which is really particular. For example, what do you call the memorials? What we have, Taj Mahal. For example, the Taj Mahal, the Ganga River, the Ganges, what we call the Ganges. So particular, there is only one river called the Ganges. There is only one monument which is called Taj Mahal. So the Taj Mahal. So just like this, you understand so many examples you have. So anything which is particular, anything which is really singularized, no more, only that, then you can use article the. And again, article the is used before the superlative degree. I suppose you know the degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison. I suppose you know positive, comparative, superlative. I'm not going into that. Okay, I'm not going into that. I straight away come into use of article the before superlative degree. For example, the best student. You are all the best students we have here in front. Okay, the best college, the best university. Okay, the worst university. Okay, bad, worse, worst. So you need not say is the very worst. It's wrong. Grammatically, it is wrong. Many are using it. He is very worst, sir. It's wrong. You straight away say, if you really want to say he is the worst student, straight away say he is the worst. You need not use the another word there, add another word there, very there. You need not. Best is the best. The best. More than this, no more. Once you have climbed Mount Everest, it's the topmost peak. After that, there is nothing more. The same manner in English grammar. The best is the best. You need not say very best, not necessary. The word very not necessary there, but many are using it. I'm just telling you, in your communication, orally or written, please avoid using such wrong language. That's what I meant. Okay, so article is over. Articles are over. Prepositions. Why I'm spending all this time for this? Because in your writing essay, such errors are made, mainly because of that. So prepositions are what? There are words which are placed before, prepositioned. See, from the word itself, you are able to understand. Preposition, that means placed before any noun or a pronoun. So for example, you have a number of prepositions like in, on, under, between, what do you call, towards, to, from, off, o, double f, off, you know, like this, so many words, up, upon, by, with. So like this, we have so many. I just take only few prepositions which are wrongly used. So that's what I would like to drive upon here, my dear children. Please listen. For example, when I ask somebody, how did you come to the college? Coolly, some students answer me, sir, I came in bus. Of course, you are sitting inside the bus. I agree. You are in bus. I agree. But then that's again grammatically wrong. I came by bus. Always remember, any mode of transport, please remember, I came by bus, I came by bicycle, I came by car, I came by bike, I came by two-wheeler, whatever may be, or I came by aeroplane. When you are காலால நடந்து வரீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், please don't say I came by foot. Wrong. I came on foot. Kindly remember this. This again misused. Good number of people, students are misusing in the orally as well as written. So kindly remember, I came on foot. This again very important. Another, this what do you call? To. Okay, when you are going towards one particular place, use the preposition to. Kindly remember, when you are going towards one particular place, use the preposition to. When you are reading a book about something, about, use the preposition about. Persons, two things or two persons, between, use the preposition between. More than two persons, you can use the preposition among. So remember some of these things. If you have any question, if there is any possibility of asking me use of any prepositions, you can ask me maybe towards the end. Absolutely no issues. Okay, so these are use of prepositions. Now once again I'm coming to your just a bit of a last bit of a words I would like to share with you. That is, many students like you, those who are appearing for competitive examinations, when the exam is reaching nearby or coming closer, they always get excited and they keep sharing with us saying that's no time, no time. I fully agree, and definitely you also understand time is really precious. And there is a beautiful saying, take care of the minutes and the hours will take care of themselves. Take care of the minutes and the hours will take care of themselves. What do I mean? For you, those who are preparing yourselves for competitive examinations, every minute counts, my dear children. Every minute is precious for you. Please do not waste even a single minute unnecessarily dwindling with so many other things. Instead, as I had already told you in the beginning, spend more time in reading. That reading habit should be uppermost in your mind, and keep practicing, executing it. Keep reading. Take down points, take down notes, take down points, and absorb, imbibe, absorb. Start writing an essay with those words itself. Start writing an essay. Correct, you yourself correct it. See whether you have gone out of the topic or within the topic, whether you have used the relevant words or irrelevant words, and whether the spelling you have written correctly, whether you have written the grammar correctly. As I already told you in the beginning, if you are starting a paragraph in the present tense, let it be present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense. You go on in that manner. If you are starting a sentence in a past tense in a particular paragraph, let it go in the past. Don't mix up. Don't mix up in within the paragraph itself. Please don't mix up. If a particular question is of history, usually history is of the past. So try to use past tense, simple past continuous tense you can use, past perfect tense you can use. So please remember this. So don't mix up the tenses, because that will confuse the idea. You will lose mark. This is how good number of very good students are losing what they are. They think that they have written well, but then when we go through the answers, we find all these errors. So because your ideas are there, but because of the presentation or the formation of the sentence with the grammatical error or the spelling error and all that, you lose. So I don't want you to lose hereafter. Once you are reading the newspaper, your brain will keep on registering. As I said, read attentively how a particular sentence is formed. If it is of the past, definitely the sentence will be of the past. So accordingly, it will keep on registering. So when you are writing the essay, or when you are going for even orally, your sentences will be perfect. Now, I once again come to the point here. We have the power within us. Use it. We have the power within us. As I already told you, you have all the potentials. The simple word, you have the power within us. Use it. Practice it continuously till you achieve. We may encounter, please remember these words, we may encounter many defeats. We may encounter many defeats, or we may encounter many failures, but we must not be defeated. This is very important. Please remember, you are all youngsters. Okay, we may encounter many defeats or many failures, but we must not be defeated. We must stand strong. And towards the end, can I have some time for them to ask questions, sir?
Oh yes, sir. Towards the end, we'll have question and answer session, sir.
This can I conclude with a few words now, or should I continue some more, sir?
Oh, yes.
Please.
Oh yes, sir. You can go ahead, sir. You can go ahead, sir.
I can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. To have a, once again, I'm coming back to the communication point before I go to the conclusion, my dear friends. Sorry for the little interruption in between. Okay. To have the best and good English communication, please remember, interpersonal relationship is very, very important. Interpersonal relationship, it is one of the soft skills each one of us, you and me, must cultivate. That is, what is this interpersonal relation I am talking of? Warm handshake. Of course, now, no. Because of this blessed coronavirus, we are not supposed to have any shake of hands. Okay, but we have a wonderful, what do you call, the symbol of folding our hands. Folding our hands. Through this folding of our hands, definitely we will exhibit or send out warmth from our heart. You can keep your hand here. This is again part of communication, that we have communicated to a person who is opposite to us. Then second point is eye contact. As I have already told you, eye contact. Please look into the eyes of the, please look into the eyes of the person to whom you are talking. This is very important. Don't look anywhere else. Look into the eyes of the person to whom you are talking. That will fetch you a lot of information. Okay, look into the eyes. When you go for an interview, for that matter, eye contact plays a vital role in the interview. The HRs expect that. The human resource personnel expect that. Eye contact is very important. That shows that you are attentive. That shows that you are involved. That shows that you would like to, enter into a particular company, or when enter into a particular field. You know, that eye contact, that shows that you are involved. So kindly remember, your eye contact is very important. Then a positive approach. Now, please throw off. I would even use the word eradicate negativeness from our mind, from our thinking, from our speaking. Let's avoid all the negatives possible. Eradicate. I use that word eradicate. I think you understand the meaning of that word eradicate. That means once and for all, it is washed off. Let's avoid, most of the time, especially these days, whenever I meet a person, they're always saying something negative about the government, negative about the country, negative about the world. Negative. What a world we live in. I would like to die. I would like to, this sort of the negative ideas and the negative way of talking, negative vibrations. So when we keep on lingering into this negative vibration, you are spoiling yourself. You are spoiling the other person who you are meeting. That's not a proper communication at all. So we don't exactly teach only the language. We also teach people to live a proper and perfect life. I used the word perfect, murumai, the wholeness for everyone, not only in the language, but wholeness of a human way of living. Then the fourth point is body language. The body language. See, even now, while I'm talking to you, I'm moving my hands and I'm just shaking my head and things like that. There's smiling, there are lips movement, all these are very important. Don't be, rigid. Don't be rigid. Be flexible with your body, movement of your hands, smiling all through. These are all the most important points. And the most important thing, in fact, I usually write it on the board in what do you call it, block letters. Smile, S-M-I-L-E. Always smile. Always smile at a person. Now, I'm not saying that you just to go about laughing at a person. A smile. I just narrate to you one little experience of mine. Okay. I'm just narrating one little experience of mine. One day I was just coming from my home towards the main road. I was walking along the left side of the road. At the right-hand side, there was a foreigner walking just opposite towards me. Okay. And he was looking a little, as if worried about something. Something, what do you call, prompted me to wish that gentleman. What did I do? I just stood and I said, "Hi, good morning," and gave a smile. Immediately that gentleman, that foreigner, came crossing the road, and it was before coronavirus. Okay, so came crossing the road, gave me a hug. And you know what he told me? "Dear friend, I am in Tamilnadu, I am in Chennai for nearly 5 months now. Not even one person smiled at me, not even one person wished me good morning, except you. I'm really proud of you." Now, I'm not saying that I'm making myself proud or anything. I'm sorry. No, there are people who are really looking for some smile from another person. That's again part of communication.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable inputs about how to take up verbal examination, sir. So we have some questions from the participants. I'm just going to read it across to you. So
Please,
one
sir.
is, what would be the pattern for verbal aptitude? So generally in civil service examination, what would be the pattern for verbal aptitude?
I think they have not yet finalized, sir, till now. That's
Okay.
what I have come to know. For the civil service exam, for the verbal aptitude, they have not yet finalized in English. That's what I have come to know till now.
Can you say the existing pattern? So already which is there?
The existing pattern is mainly related to poetry. The poetry, there's like onomatopoeia, there's what do you call similes, all the poetical language they are asking. Lot of those words they have asked. Plus this what do you call grammar part. As I have already discussed, the grammar part. That is the use of a proper use of tenses, proper use of articles, proper use of prepositions. Such questions are there, sir.
So there's another question. The person is asking, should I focus more on quantitative aptitude or verbal aptitude? Your thoughts on that?
Verbal aptitude or, pardon me?
Or quantitative aptitude?
Verbal aptitude is far better. who concentrate more on verbal aptitude, which will, enrich you to the quantitative.
Okay. Okay, sir. So there's another question, sir. How to develop my essay writing skills in UPSC mains paper?
That's what I have been saying. By reading and by practicing, practice as much as possible. Whoever have been successful in the IAS examinations, UPSC examinations, those have succeeded in this essay writing, that's what they have shared with me. And in fact, I have the knowledge with that, but such persons only. Every day they used to write at least 2 essays. Before the examination came, every day at least 2 essays, and then they showed that one to a particular competitive person, a professor, and the professor corrected and gave it back next day. In fact, I met already 2-3 students for whom I corrected nearly 10 to 15 essays, and I had showed them what are the errors they had made. So it's by practice, then only. So once you have the reading practice, understanding, absorbing through your intelligence, the sharp understanding, that's the word I used, the sharp way of thinking, sharp understanding, immediately everything will fall in line. The thing is that we are not concentrating or we are not attentive while we are reading something. We are just reading peripherally or superficially. We are not going deeper into the matter. This is the whole problem. So,
okay. So next question is, how should I improve my time management for answering questions, sir?
Again, practice. Keep a timer in front of you. Keep a timer in front of you, a watch or some timepiece. Within 10 minutes, how many sentences you are able to write? Because to write an essay, within 20 minutes, you have to complete an essay. At most, within half an hour, you have to complete an essay. Sorry. Within half an hour, you have to complete an essay. So you have to attempt I think, 3 essays, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. So how to create topics for essay for ourselves to practice?
Please don't create topics by yourselves. Don't create topics by yourselves. There are mainly they are centering around political topics, this social topics, environmental topics. Only such topics only are coming. Usually, model question papers are available. Try to grab some of those question papers, start practicing with that. Most of the time, some of these topics of a previous year's question papers some of them are repeated. Not all, I'm saying. Some of them are repeated. Plus current problems, current events. For example, there could be essay related to coronavirus now. There could be an essay. So get ready with that. So try to collect as many ideas as possible regarding coronavirus, how it originated, from where it originated, how it originated, how the world is moving, which country is going through, in which way, and all that. So current events also you have to know.
Okay, sir. How much words needs to be there? How much words need to be there or covered in the essay, sir?
I think it is 1,150 words should be there. That's why I said 15 pages. At most 15 pages, minimum 13 pages. The papers, the standardized papers they give for the exam, maximum 15 pages, minimum 13 pages have to be there. So it will come to nearly 1,150 words or something.
Okay, sir. How to practice on pronunciation, sir?
Again, my dear friend, whoever has asked, it's only question of listening and speaking to persons who is really competent in this area. Secondly, please, some or other, in Tamilnadu, I find it very difficult, though I am a Tamil myself, because I had already burned my finger once. What happened was, when I had asked in a particular college, when I had asked some students, please watch English movies, British movies, I'm not saying American movies. Kindly note, British movies, please watch. Now, watch when I say, not through your eyes. I'm not interested in you see the scenes going on there. Instead, you see through, listen attentively through your ears. So the word a particular actor pronounces, a British actor, for example, the film Ben-Hur, then what do you call it? Not seven movies. Excellent, what do you call the pronunciation? Okay, excellent pronunciation. So when you are listening,
The
listen to
next question,
be.
sir. Any particular book you would like to suggest for or author or publication you would suggest for studying about synonyms and antonyms, sir?
So for example, books, I mean, they can listen to the speeches of books. Let me come into next, sir. Listen to the speeches of the great British Prime Minister. What was his name? The great British Prime Minister, Winston Churchill. Listen to his speeches. CDs are available. CDs are available in Higginbotham's here in this road only, Mount Road. Higginbotham's CDs are available by Winston Churchill. Listen to his speeches. You can get a lot of vocabulary there. You need not even, because you may
Sir,
have the,
thank you
you
very
cannot
much.
be interested in reading,
Thank you
but
very
at
much
least by listening you can get.
for
Yes,
all the knowledge you have shared.
yes, sir, please.
So thank you very much for all the knowledge you have shared with us, sir, in this wonderful evening. I would now like to request